That loud voice, your mama, you get your ass downstairs.
That one.
Okay, okay. So I just first want you to start off, introduce yourself, tell the people who you are, where you're from, and what is it that you do.
I am Tree of Tree Lock or Tree House Locks now. I just recently changed the name. Born in Canada, raised in Brooklyn, New York, and Orlando, Florida. Went to high school in South Florida. I mean, not high school. Went to college in South Florida. Came back to Orlando. Had a baby. My 7-year old. Worked for law firms and started a business.
Okay, that's what's up. So, born in Canada. So, oh, did you actually have some time in Canada, or were you just born there and then you moved to New York?
Yeah, so my parents are from Haiti. Actually, they
Okay, so I got fat girl.
yeah,
One way.
full blown soul.
That's what's up.
So my mom moved to Canada with her foster family, and my dad was traveling. He's a musician. He was traveling, and that was one of the places where he was stopping by. Was Canada. He was visiting from New York, I think. Yeah, because he had already been in New York. And yeah, they met up in Canada, fell in love, had me, blase squad.
Okay, so how old were you when you moved to Brooklyn?
I was young. It was like kindergarten.
Okay, okay. So, how were you when you moved to Florida?
Middle school.
Okay, okay. So you had some time in New York, but you don't really like remember the whole
Yeah,
lifestyle.
no, no, no. And then I visited also like very frequently, like as soon as I left. But yeah, I haven't been there in a long time.
Okay, okay, cool, cool, cool. So most of your time that you just spend, or your career wise and education wise, you would say Florida.
Yeah, no, yeah, for
Alrighty. So Brooklyn girl, you was in Brooklyn for a couple of years. Family back and forth, but you came to Florida. Last thing we were talking about is when did you decided that hair was something that you like to do? Like
Um, I kind of had to grow the love for it, honestly, because how I started was I was working for a law firm, and I wanted additional income, but I wasn't mobile at the time, so I wanted to like try to figure out a way for me to get that additional income without having to one drive to it, two have a whole other boss, which I wasn't doing for that either. So I remember my son's father used to always try to get me to do lock. So I thought, let me just give it a shot, right? So gave it a shot, started doing it after work. I took two heads a day after work on weekends. We took them all day long. Um, and I just started being able to do for myself with just the hair alone. So then I ended up getting a lot of time.
how old were you when you started doing hair? Like your first head that you like actually like practice on? Did you try doing hair before that, or was this the first time you ever even like tried to do
It
hair?
was basically just me, my son. Yeah, no, I practiced on
Oh
others.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, as a mother, naturally come. Let me do your hair. Let me. Okay, that's what's up. So you left working at a law firm to be a hairstylist, like to be self-employed, because
Eventually, I ended up leaving them because I just realized that they'll never pay me as much as I pay myself. So I let them go, and I did my own thing.
that's what's up. Because it's really hard for people. Like some people, are like man, she crazy. She left a law firm. They hear things like law or medical or nursing, and they think that's the best thing ever. The best.
But do the math, right? Because I was like I said, I wasn't mobile, so I would spend about 2 hours in the morning trying to get to work and getting up, getting ready, catching the bus over there. Then I would spend 8 hours there. Then I would spend another 2 hours getting back home. What is that? 12 hours out of the day. You know what I'm saying? I was getting paid like maybe $120 a day after taxes. 12 hours out of your day. You
Trust
know
me.
what I'm saying? For
Yeah,
$120,
that's crazy.
I was like,
Slavery.
I could go get $120. That's nothing, and it's not gonna take me 12 hours.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So
So, did you learn that pretty much in the beginning of your hair career journey? That, like, like in a week, or was it like the first month where you were like, you know what, I just made more money doing here in a month than I did working over here? Like, how long did it take you to realize?
gradual over time. Things just started going left at my job. No, let me not say going left. Things started to position me to where I was supposed to be at. So
Far as like doing hair or just not being at the law firm? Like,
yeah, leaving the law firm to do hair, to just do hair.
to just do hair. Okay, okay. So I know you say you started off with like practicing on hubby and your son, but when did you started getting clientele? Like, what? How was it that you put yourself out there in a position where you could say, well, I got enough clientele, I make enough money, I'm gonna quit my job? Because it's hard for people to do hair, for one, because you know you're self-taught, you taught yourself how to do hair. Two, you know, you built clientele enough to leave your job. Like, some people can't do that. Some people can do hair and can't get no clients. Like, what were some of the things that you do or did that got you to the point where you like, okay, I got enough heads or I got enough clientele, I can really do this? Or was it just like, I'm tired of this job, screw it, I'm gonna just figure it out as I go?
Well, remember I said that I was taking hits after work.
After work, okay.
Yeah, and how I was doing it, I was doing it out of my house, and I was only charging $25 a head.
Okay.
And it was around COVID time where people wasn't even really taking hits.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So really, I could have taxed for it.
That's a
But
fact.
I did
Listen.
$25 in it because I was just starting up. I didn't know how much people were charging for real.
Yeah.
I didn't know how good I was for real.
Right.
So on and so forth. So I was just like, 25. That's all I needed, really. I was like, I just needed a little bit of cushion on top of my income, so the little $50 at the end of
It
each
helps.
day, was fine for me. And but that that caught on for everybody. $24 retwist, like that's unheard of. So
Yeah.
when they heard about the $25 retwist lady, I was popping.
And that was beautiful. You know what? Because believe it or not, when I started doing wigs, I was doing them for $25 and $50. And for those people who were here in the beginning, right, you know, because I respect you for that. You know, a lot of people don't understand that struggle to just make that extra 25, $50. You know, like they underestimated, oh, that's chump change. You know, I told my sister to do wigs for me, you know, and she was like, oh, you ain't charging them enough. I ain't doing that. They can't pay me enough. I get $1,500 a head, you know? And I was like, you know what, that's fine. Because if I do 10, 20 heads a day, I can make enough to pay my bills and live, you know? So that's the sacrifices that we make with ourselves. You know, that's a self sacrifice to know that it's small, but it's going to add up, you know? And a lot of people don't have that, you know? So I commend you on that for actually seeing that, because it's for real. It's big for people to actually, like, you know, humble themselves. You know, that's what I call boucher noel. Like your mother said, boucher noel pueblo sencilla. Just deal with what you can. And I want to ask you about that. Being from a cultural background, you know, you're Haitian and stuff like that. How does that influence you as a business owner, as a mother, as a black queen in your everyday movements? You feel me?
Well, let's just start off with our knowledge of naturalistic, holistic being, as just as a general rule. For one, coming from Haitian background, and then two, let me say this, right? A lot of Haitians don't appreciate locks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially the older Haitians. Okay, so I got more.
Vagabond, yeah.
Okay.
But Black American, yeah.
Yeah, no. So, my mom couldn't stand locks.
Yeah.
Okay, I kind of had to just sneak them in there. I did two straight twists, and I just never took them out. Right. So, um, just last month, she sat in my chair and got her some micro locks.
Nice.
And she's locking them up. She won't admit that she's locking them up, but she just had a retie like last week. So, I think that her seeing me and the work that I do and how much care I put into it, it's like some people come in with crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Crazy heads. I'm sure you know.
Oh, trust me, I know.
It can be crazy. So
It definitely can.
she grew an appreciation for it. And like her sitting in my chair was a milestone for sure because it was like this old lady who
Right.
Would
Oh,
never.
oh.
Would never.
Mas je sais même.
Yeah, man. Not happening. So, that's big for me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that shows.
Growth in our community and those chains being broken. True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it makes me proud of myself because I was able to,
Bridge
change
the
her
gap.
mind.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And change her heart to understand that, we're beautiful and naturalness, there's nothing wrong with it. And I feel like that's what it is, especially as a natural hair care person. I feel like we have more of an obligation because we are trying to show people in their natural form that they're beautiful, nappy, and natural. Most people want chemicals, they want dye, but to have natural hair and to sit there and be confident, that's a whole nother ball game, you understand? So we are definitely a part of changing the future, not just only changing how our hair looks, not changing how society feels about us, but how we feel about ourselves and how we're going to raise our kids to feel about themselves. I see your son has locks, okay, yeah, so it's just breaking those generational curses of not knowing or misinformation, because a lot of the times we've been stereotyped, and even as a black business owner, we still get stereotyped because of what we look like. So that shows us it don't matter how much money you make, we just don't like what you look like or we don't like. But when you provide something that's so great, they have no choice but to know and but to understand. You feel me? Right. So I want to ask you, what were one of the hardest things throughout your journey that you say that, it was hard, but it really taught you a big, valuable lesson as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, as a black woman?
Um, the break-in, I have to say, taught me a lot as a business owner.
I'm sorry, that motorcycle was just disrespectful. Listen, go get your peoples outside, bruh. They back here doing donuts on purpose and stuff. I'm feeling like y'all. That thing louder than me. That's not a bike. That was a car. We're gonna talk about it. Okay, give me a second. We almost did because that was disrespectful. We just gonna edit that and save that footage for the bike footage when I edit it. Okay, I'm sorry. Where were we? Oh, something that was hard that actually helped you. Yeah.
Yeah. So while I was doing locks out of the house for $25, somebody broke into the house, and I feel like
What?
And I'm sure it was one of the clients. Because I never like.
Do you got your gun license?
Yes.
Oh yes. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Come see me now.
That's a fact.
So I did learn a valuable lesson that I love my people.
Yeah.
But I gotta
separate it. Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? I gotta protect myself from people that don't love themselves. You know what I'm saying?
That is so true.
That was the biggest lesson that I learned.
That's true.
Having just too much.
Too close, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, protect your space. And I'm definitely a firm believer on that. That's why I got my shot because it wasn't a problem of, just taking clients, but I realized not everybody should be in that space, And I'm glad we brought that up because as hairstylists, I feel obligated for us to protect our energy and the energy of people because we are in their hair all the time, and especially as a Haitian woman, at the same time, we have those certain traditions about that, Do you apply those when it comes to your clients?
Absolutely. Hey, woman, I should have. Right now. Go sit down. You're doing too much. Too much. Right now. Right now.
She's almost done, okay?
Yeah. What's that?
Right.
You have to do it.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. Okay, so if you had one thing to tell somebody out there who's probably stuck behind a desk, not getting what they deserve, we have people like Taraji P. Henson screaming at Oprah now. Oprah, shame on you. Okay, don't cancel me, Oprah. We're gonna edit that out too. Nah, but for real, we got so much people just being discredited And this is why I'm doing this today, not just for us as women, just for us as a culture, as a people, for our growth. A lot of the times people think you got to help them by giving them money or giving them things. And the best thing that we can give and help that we can give that helps the most, sometimes it's free. Sometimes it's not helping at all, or sometimes it's helping in a way where it's not going to cost you, but it's just going to take your time. Time is sacrifice. So, what would you say to those people out there striving to one day be in your position when they can say, you know what, I'm going to work for myself and I'm going to do this?
You just gotta. It's all about loving yourself. Like, excuse me, you have to trust in yourself. Like, you have to believe in yourself. You have to count on yourself more than you count on that man that's paying you every 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, he wants your 2 weeks notice, but he ain't gonna give you no 2 weeks notice.
That's a
That
fact.
man is gonna up and leave you high and dry at the drop of a dime. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna think that you poured in so much and you did so much for the company. I've heard the story so many times. I had that story. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
you gotta pour into yourself because these people are never gonna pay you as much as you're gonna pay yourself.
Right, right. And that's definitely a beautiful thing as a business owner. What are some of the benefits? Talk to them, like let them know. Like, besides being able to
Right.
stay at home
So,
and
right, there's that, right? Obvious perks.
right,
You make the money, you set your prices, you pick your days, that you're working, you pick your schedule, so on and so forth. You pick who you want to deal with, who you don't want to deal with. But also, ain't no PTO,
right.
ain't no insurance, ain't none of that.
Well, there is. I've heard of companies that
But
you can get
you
insurance
gotta
through.
go out and get.
That's
And
true.
some people won't even do that. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
So it's like they'll count on them still for everything.
Right.
Everything. We put our lives in these people's hands.
Yeah, for sure. And then they
So
paying you nothing.
crumbs.
Right, crumbs.
And
That's
they
the same
know
words
it.
that I used.
And they know it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the worst part.
yeah. Definitely the worst part,
Because
man.
they go smile on your face. And they know it.
Yeah, yeah. They are.
So that's what I'll say
Right.
to those who are here.
That part. Let those who have ears hear. Y'all heard that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Queen. I appreciate you for coming. I appreciate you for.
Yes,
Yes, man.
awesome.
It is. It's so beautiful, and I hope that your business continues to flourish. That people get to really see who you are, not only as just a hairstylist, but as a person, as a black woman, as just a human who wants good in the world, and that they could be motivated by that as well. You feel me? So. Let's give a round of applause, guys! It's a wrap.